What's going on, folks? Welcome back. This is my first video in 2 weeks. I've been away, been traveling. I have not been playing Star Citizen. It's been a bit buggy, 323 anyway, so I took a bit of time off. This will be a short one, coming back into it. One of my immersion-based videos talking about some of the CIG content they've put out, what it means for the future of the game, what I hope it means, stuff you might have missed, stuff you might have not seen before, but if you have, hopefully my take on it's a little bit different than what you were already thinking. Today we're going to be watching two videos from the CIG Ship Commercials YouTube channel. The first one is the Misk Hull C, and the second is the Constellation Taurus. It's not going to be a cargo video. I'm going to do one of those later after the Star Citizen cargo videos come out this week. This is about the videos themselves, what they show us about CIG's projected future for the game, why that excites me, and if there's any concerns that I have. And so I'm just going to hit play. We're going to watch two really cool, really good ship commercials. One has voiceover, one doesn't. It's going to be about 5 minutes here. And then we're going to talk about them after and have a discussion about it. Let me know what you think when we're done. The music's always so good. Video 1, a relatively newer one. Now we're going to look at video 2, which is much older.
They say that some things just don't go out of style. That the true classics never die. Touring, exploration, combat, and now introducing long-haul freight. The all-new Roberts Space Industries Constellation Taurus still does it all.
So what do we have there? We have two really cool videos made by CIG featuring two ships to sell them to us. We got the Misk Hull C, you have the Constellation Taurus. I'm not a big cargo guy. Those videos, as far as cargo goes, don't really excite me. What excites me when I go back and watch these as things change in Star Citizen is around the marketing fluff, around the stuff that we'll probably never get, what these videos show us and what they might mean. So there's a couple things here that stand out to me that I've been talking about in my Discord server recently, which you should join if you're not in it, and it led me to make this video. So first off, the Hull C video shows something that I'm very excited for, which is a busy, living, breathing universe. Not just players. Right now you've got 100 server player cap. It's 100 player server cap, sorry. It's not that busy. You got one system, you still rarely see people. Once you have 100 systems, you're going to see even less people until they have server meshing on board, in which case we might have thousands of players, and, you know, that's great. But when I played, you know, let's say Elite Dangerous, you go to a busy system in the middle of the bubble that's being attended by hundreds of players as they run a community goal, you might see 3 people. The NPCs are what make the universe feel alive at times. I'm not saying NPC combat or whatever is the same as player combat, but seeing the comings and goings of cargo ships, hearing them on local comms, having security scan you, being pirated, you need those interactions that you have in every other space game that I've ever played, EVE and No Man's Sky and Elite and all of those, that are really important. And clearly CIG understand that. I mean, right now they're not in the game in any meaningful way, probably because it's a last thing to go in. You need the tech there first. But when they show a video like that of, you know, you're flying in the Hull C and you get a caterpillar going by and some fighters pass by and maybe there's an NPC landing or a player taking off, having the universe feel alive is something that really excites me. Showing all of the crew on board having something to do, working different stations. Maybe you have one person working comms, so they're hailing people around you. Maybe you have one person hailing ETC, or maybe they're working the map, or maybe they're in engineering. With working crew MFDs, and then the return of crew bed logging, where those crew can live on your ship, those are 2 really exciting things that we're kind of seeing in that video. You also have something that was kind of hidden there, but it showed a speed up, sort of a faster camera view as the camera was panning out there and the cargo was being loaded. So the cargo is being loaded or unloaded and it's speeding it up, so you're seeing how long it's taking. While I'm not excited for cargo, automated cargo, to take a long time, which is what's currently happening in Ivacati, I do like what that might mean for the persistence of missions in the game. What if you can't play for 4 hours? Right now, you log out, you fail your mission. But maybe the plan here is that you wouldn't fail your mission, that you would keep it. Maybe the plan is that you could not have a timeout and just kind of leave your ship there, tell it to unload, and step away from the game. I know I'm usually talking about immersion in the game, but you can't always play for 4 or 5 hours. So something about that time lapse being shown of the cargo makes me think that there's a plan in place for that, which makes me feel better about the current state of the way cargo is going. There was also a really cool scene there where the Hull C is kind of flying in and it gets warp bubbled and it drops out and there's a war zone going on. There's battleships and capital ships and they're all fighting. They're not pirates. They're not there for the Hull C. They just got caught in the crossfire and they instantly swerved off and took. They're not trying to fight. They're just trying to get their cargo out of there. Knowing that as you're at a station buying cargo and flying to and fro, that you might find player combat, you might find piracy, you might find aliens, you might find a derelict ship that you mark later for your friend in the Vulture to come to. All of that shows not only a change in how alive the universe feels, but also the real sense of danger and a sort of reality to what's going on. All of that really, really excites me for this game. It's why I keep playing even when it acts up. The second video for the Constellation Taurus is a little bit less exciting, but it has all of the same things there. It has a crew, they're all running the same route. Maybe they're hauling, maybe they're exploring, maybe they're fighting, but they all have jobs on the ship. They have a route that they take. Maybe they have somewhere they live. You have the NPCs and the players on the ground reacting as the ship comes in for a landing. I know there will always be people who run around in white suits just doing PvP. Nothing wrong with that. There will always be griefers and pirates and military groups, and there will always be different playstyles in a game like this. Totally fine. For someone like me who likes to play immersively, to kind of be, not roleplay, but like kind of like step into my character's shoes when I'm playing for a little bit, everything they showed in those videos of what it was like to travel, what it was like to defend yourself, what it was like to have a crew, it makes me really excited for the future of immersion, persistence, interactions, org gameplay is going to be huge. I have been taking a small break from Star Citizen and playing a lot of Eve lately. Very, very different games. But the space setting, where an organization is important, what you're doing requires backup, planning. You can't always fight. Sometimes you have to run. You might lose something you care about. All of those things should exist in all of these space games. And these two videos, despite the fact that there's no fighter combat and stuff going on, they really make me excited for where things could go. So even though 323.1 has, in my opinion, been not a great patch, it's been hard for me to play, it's been hard for me to log in, it's been hard for me to do anything in the verse, I go back and I watch these videos and I start getting hyped again for the game, because it's promising us a lot, and sometimes I feel like it overpromises. But if they even deliver on 50% of what they've told us we're going to get, I'm still really excited for it. And so my hope was that if I made a video and I talked about it positively, that some of you who might be feeling a little bit down about the game right now might also get a bit of your hype back because of that. That's it. That's all I had. Just a little video about things we should be excited about, things that I'm excited about at least, and I hope you are too. I apologize for any background noise. It's like 90 degrees right now. I've got some fans going and windows open. It's just a quick one. I have 2 more videos coming this week. One's going to be gameplay in Arena Commander, and one's going to be kind of a cool thing that I'm working on, which is comparing Eve and Star Citizen. I can already see the comments. I'm not saying they're the same game, but I'm talking about cargo missions, exploration, traversal, combat, ship builds, what I like about each of them, what I don't like about each of them. It's honestly just something to make content-wise while I'm waiting for 324 to come out in Star Citizen. I will also be working on a video in the new No Man's Sky content that just came out, but that's going to take me a little bit longer. I have been gaming a bit less and I haven't dove into it yet. 2 more plug things. One, you're going to see some merch and apparel pop up under the video. I put a lot of time into it. When I hit partner, people have been buying cups, which is really cool. Thank you. If you want to get something, get something. If not, don't. Second thing, I spent some time and drew out custom icons in my Discord server. So anybody who's a member of our org or any of the groups that were in game, if you're a patron on Patreon, if you're a member on YouTube, subscriber on Twitch, whatever, if you join Discord and you connect your accounts, you'll get kind of cool custom icons that I sketched out. So something to check out. Otherwise, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting and all that. And as always, fly safe out there.